Okay, ang Pasko sa Pilipinas, Christmas in the Philippines. So, next year, that is 2021, we are celebrating 500 years of Christianity in the Philippines because Magellan and Spanish troops arrived in the Philippines in 1521. However, the first Christmas celebration was in 1565. There was no Christmas celebration in 1521 because, of course, Magellan was killed. So it was Miguel Lopez de Legazpi who brought Christmas celebration in the Philippines. In the 1600s, Queso de Bola entered the Philippines from the Netherlands to Spain to Mexico into the Philippines because the Netherlands was a colony of Spain as well from 1556 all the way to 1714. Queso de bola became a favorite food during Noche Buena together with hamon and pandesal. Now, why queso de bola? Of course, because it was preserved. It could last for long periods of time. And why hamon? Because many Filipinos did not eat meat during regular days, but Christmas was special, so they only had hamon during the Christmas season. The first Simbang Gabi was in 1668. Reportedly, the Spanish friars introduced the Simbang Gabi so that farmers may hear Mass before going to work in their rice fields. Together with the spread of Simbang Gabi was the popularization of bibingka and puto bumbong as the favorite food of mass goers during that time. Bibingka is not a Tagalog word, it's a Portuguese name. However, the Portuguese bibingka is very different from the Filipino bibingka. So we borrowed the term, but it's a different dish. In the 1900s, this was Pasko American style. So we were introduced to Santa Claus, Christmas tree, White Christmas, caroling, exchange gifts, etc. Of course, the aguinaldo was way back during the Spanish period, but exchange gifts among friends was only during the American period. Christmas carols were sung in English, no Tagalog Christmas carols yet. It was much later when Tagalog Christmas carols were introduced. The first parol was in 1908. It was invented by Francisco Estanislao of Pampanga from bamboo strips and papel de Japon. So Japanese paper. Why is it called papel de Japon? Because this is the piece of paper that the Japanese use uh, to make their windows. So it was used to light up the streets of Bacolor, Pampanga, when people went to the church. At first, they were lighted with candles, but when electricity was introduced, so it became electric, and now we have giant lanterns also from Pampanga. From then on, the parol has become a household fixture in the Philippines during the Christmas season and even abroad among Filipino households abroad. It was in the 1930s when there was a Filipinization of Christmas songs. We all know that Ang Pasko Ay Sumapit was composed in 1933. However, some argue it was just a plagiarized version of a 1933 Visayan song, Kasadyaan Ning Taknaa. It's the same tune but different lyrics. But this is a debate because Senisal, who invented or wrote Ang Pasko Ay Sumapit, argued that his composition was original as well. And of course, we go to Jose Marichan, called the father of Philippine Christmas music. It was in 1990 when he composed Christmas in Our Hearts. And from then on, it became a top hit in the airwaves, in the radio airwaves. And that was when we had the longest Christmas season from 1990s onwards during the bear months because of radio. And of course, my last slide, this is quite fast, is a stamp, Maligayang Pasko at Manigong Bagong Taon. And can you guess which church this is?
Pasig.
Pasig.
Pasig Catholic Church, and
Yeah.
it became an icon in our Philippine stamps marking Simbang Gabi. That's all for now.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yay!
Thank you, Doctor.
Very nice.